Hello, and welcome to another exciting edition of Hidden in the Universal Vault. I'm Ron, your host, and I'm welcoming you to my review of Land Before Time 5, The Mysterious Island. Yes, we are now returning back to Land Before Time. It's been forever since I covered a Land Before Time movie on this channel. But we're doing it right now. We're taking a look at the 5th installment, as it says, Volume 5. So this is the 5th movie from 1997. So this also marks the return of the Chomper character. Now if you see, I have the poster to Land Before Time 2, which has Chomper right there. You'll notice that he does return, and this time he has dialogue. So what did I think of this installment, with Chomper being the return of Chomper? This, despite Chomper returning back, this is just another bad movie. And let's actually talk about it right now. So there's a lot to talk about in this because this is a pretty big plot. So let's go ahead and read it right now. Beyond the Great Valley lies an island of beauty and mystery. In this wondrous place, Littlefoot, Sarah, Spiky, Spike, Ducky, and Petrie will discover old and new friends, face exciting challenges, it uses that in quotations, and share the adventure of a lifetime. It's a brand new song-filled animated classic. We'll get to that in a bit. As the ongoing story of Land Before Time continues, and here's what it says right here. One day, a cloud of the swarming leaf gobblers descend upon the Great Valley and devastated every plant on site. Now the once lush landscape is burdened and emptied, and the valley herds must search for a new home until the leaves grow back. But when quarrelly among the adults threatens to spare them, Littlefoot and his prehistoric pals are set off on their own. Their search takes them across the big water, where strange creatures live and swim, to the shore of a mysterious island, where they become reacquainted with Chomper, the adorable young Sharptooth from the Great Valley Adventure. The Great Valley Adventure right there. This time, the tables have turned, and Chomper must protect his planning friends and the sharp teeth of the island. I'm getting tongue-tied right here, including his own parents. With dazzling animation, memorable songs, yeah, we'll get to that soon, a story of courage and generosity, the Land Before Time, the Mysterious Island celebrates the gift of lasting friendship, a bond greater than time, separation, and difference. The end. Okay, so that's a lot to talk about in this movie, and I got a lot to talk about why this movie is bad. First off, dazzling animation. The animation is actually pretty bad. I normally always say the animation's good in later movies, but this is 1997. I expected good. I mean, for 1997 animation, they're fine, but take a look at the original for 1988, or the second, or third, or later movies. Those ones have phenomenal animation. Here, I feel like the budget went down, and at times it feels like I'm watching a Flash animated version. I feel like I'm watching this on my Windows 95 computer on a Flash site. Yeah. Memorable songs? Wow, were they bad. None of those I was humming to. The song that I guess that Chomper sings, I guess, is okay and catchy, but it really drives you nuts. I first heard that song on the anniversary edition of Land Before Time, and I knew that was going to be bad. And yeah, it is bad. The story of courage and generosity You know, it is. It has a good message. These movies have a good message for kids, but even kids won't even get. Kids might even feel bored with this. I do not understand how these movies are bad. So right at the beginning, it talks about, just like in the original and the other sequels, that the dinosaurs and all of them combined, I lost interest right at that beginning. So now, right off then, they all have to separate. The entire herd has to separate. Littlefoot has to go on with the grandparents. Have to go that way. Then you got Sarah and the parents going. Sarah and her dad going to another area, and they have to all split up. And now the kids, the dinosaurs are splitting up, and they go on their own adventure. Also, this introduces the Loch Ness monster named Nessie, I do believe. I don't think it's Nessie. I don't know. So right off that, they now get to this island and all the water. Then we get a swimming shark tooth. That's a shark. That's not a swimming shark tooth. It's a shark. Okay. Anybody with a brain knows that's a shark. I mean, you see the shark tooth, sure, but that looks more like a shark. Also, I felt this movie at times, Chomper could have been utilized. It's great to see Chomper back, and he does have dialogue, and he doesn't grate on me that much. But man, the songs they pick were just, ugh. Like, you're hearing humming songs like Big, Big Water. It's like, I'm not even going to sing those songs since they're not memorable. They're more annoying. Anybody with a brain knows why. Okay, so I like Sarah. I like how the fact that they want to introduce the dinosaurs Chomper wants to introduce the dinosaurs to his parents, and then they're like, and then Sarah says the funniest line, medium rare, well done. What are they like? Medium rare, well done. That kind of made me laugh. I will get this. Sarah is my favorite character. For the whole franchise, I love Sarah as a character. She's sort of this, she's this, like, arrogant, spoiled child in the first movie. Then here, she's such a memorable character, and just, she gets mad, but she gets less mad as the series continues on. If you watch my previous Slammer Time reviews, it's no Wisdom of Friends, Wisdom of Friendship. That movie is horrifyingly bad. Those two characters in that movie were bad. This is not as bad as that movie. I can tolerate that if your songs were good. And as I said, the songs were not good. They were more annoying. And that's the problem I have with this. Chomper can be a good character, and at times you feel bad for Chomper. Pretty much that. So basically, you know how it's going to end. At least I'll give the writers this. He's not an errand boy like in the later movies or going forward. For the movies, he's just more of an errand boy. Here, he's just, we want to like these characters. We feel bad, but here, I don't feel like anything. The climax of the battle with the parents and Sharktooth, the climax of that was just so boring. They just stand there and do nothing to even step in. Then Petrie falls in the water, then Littlefoot jumps in, and the ducky says, "You're not a swimmer." But eventually they get rescued by the Loch Ness Monster. I didn't even know was even in this movie. It just bored me more than any of these Land for Time movies do. So, yeah, this is just... The message at the end, I guess there's a message, but I'm like, what message? When you have songs that are memorable, the characters are just flat right now, and just, I did not like this movie. I wanted to like it because I thought Chomper would be used well. Also, for some reason, when Chomper talks to the parents, they make these roar sound effects, and then you can see subtitles on the bottom. That's fine, all that, but when they show the roar and the subtitles, then Chomper has to explain what that said, so that was sort of pointless. I would have liked it if it had no subtitles. I mean, I get what they're trying to do. It's like having a movie in a different language, you gotta have subtitles. Sure, in a foreign movie, you have to have subtitles because if you don't have subtitles on it, then you're not going to understand what the characters are saying, what that is in that native language. I want to be able to, but I don't have much to say, and I think I'm going to stop it there. What I said is what I said, and at the end of the day, the Mysterious Island is just a complete, total dumpster fire. It's no Wisdom of Friends, but I do believe it's right beside Wisdom of Friends. If I'm gonna do a Land for Time ranking list very soon on the channel. I got 2 more, I do believe, left over. So I watched all 15, but I got 2 more left, and we're gonna see one of those reviewed later on the month. But as far as the Land for Time, the Mysterious Island, stay far away from it. Unless you like the Chomper character, you're not gonna get anything out of this movie. This right here is just another example why they shouldn't even make sequels, with the exception of the 10th movie. As I said before, that movie is a hidden gem. This is not. This shows an example how not to continue the series, and I don't even understand why they decide to make direct-to-video sequels and add songs to a Don Bluth classic. But if you want to see it because of Chomper, then go right ahead. But for those, stay far away from this movie. It's going on the worst list for sure. I don't know where, but it is going to qualify for that list. And I'm just going to tell you right now, Sarah may have only been the best part of this movie. I was laughing. Oh, by the way, Andrea McFadden, who voices Sarah, was also the voice of Rhonda Weasley in the Hey Arnold TV series, which basically she's just Rhonda Weasley in the Land for Time. Rhonda Weasley, I'm sorry. Rhonda Lloyd. I gotta get my Hey Arnold characters. Rhonda Lloyd was the character's name. Here she's basically just Rhonda Lloyd in the Land for Time universe. But I think that's it. Just stay far away from this. So let's go ahead and rate this right now. I'm going to give Land for Time, the Mysterious Island. You probably already know what this is going to be. An automatic 2 out of 5. This is just another example of how not to make Land for Time sequels if you don't know where this is going to go. I feel like I'm seeing more of the same. I feel like the characters go completely nowhere. Some of the side characters have 0 dimension and 0 personality. I wanted to like these movies because I thought, okay, continue series. But when you add songs in it, that does not help your movie. It's good babysitting material, but that's really about it. Stay away from this one. I can't recommend this. Mysterious Island is just a true example of a movie. They waited 5 movies for Chomper to be revealed for them to just throw him out and not really use him that well. I'm probably going to get some comments saying, oh, this is a good movie. But for me, as a grown adult, even if I saw this back in '97 as a kid, I would have felt bored with this. I would want to take this out of my VCR and watch something else. But as an adult in his 30s, making these Universal videos and reviewing the series, this is just bad. Not Wisdom of Friends bad. But I'm gonna tell you this, it's second worst to that. So just don't even bother watching this, guys. So yeah. There you go, guys. That's my review of the Land for Time, the Mysterious Island, or Land for Time 5, the Mysterious Island, however you want to say. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did like the content of the channel, like, comment, subscribe, click the bell, ring the bell to get all the video notifications so you don't miss a single video on the channel. I'm also on Letterboxd, guys. I'm also on Letterboxd, guys, so you can check me out there as well. I rate the reviews before I go ahead and make the videos. And yeah, I got tons of Universal content. I got a playlist of Land for Time videos, Vlog City videos, collection updates, tons of content on the channel. So click the bell and ring the bell to get the video notifications so you don't miss a single video on the channel. And as far as this movie is, once again guys, stay far, far away from Land Before Time Mysterious Island. This was just a very boring mess of a film, a complete dumpster fire from start to finish. And yeah, that's it guys. And as always, keep watching those Universal movies.